What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Dylan. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully each and every single one of you are feeling fine and fantastic. Yes, we are going to go ahead and take a look at the movie called Psycho. Now, this was 1960 it was released, and Tanya, my lovely wife, told me to watch this movie. So I'm going to, because I'm on a scary movie binge at the moment. And I'm just watching whatever I want at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure you guys will enjoy everything I'm watching, yeah? Because I'm going to be not just watching this, but it's the theme of this month, yeah? Scary, horror, Halloween. It's the theme, alright? So I'm going to get into it, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it. Let us know in the comment section if you do. And now, without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Let's do it. Go check it out in full over on Patreon, down in the description, down below. There will be a link. Click on it, guys. It's so easy. Honestly, guys, it's so easy. You just click, boom, and then you get everything supplied for you. You don't have to have the movie. It's everything's right there, guys. Just go take a look. All right, let's do it.
Never did eat your lunch, did you?
I better get back to the office. Oh, Sam, I hate having to be with you in a place like this.
I've heard of married couples who deliberately spend an occasional night in a cheap hotel. What do we do instead? Write each other lurid love letters?
I have to go, Sam.
And after the steak, did we send sister to the movies, turn mama's picture to the wall?
Sam.
All right. Marion, whenever it's possible, I want to see you.
You make respectability sound disrespectful.
Oh, no, I'm all for it. But if I can see you and touch you even as simply as this, I won't mind. When I send my ex-wife for alimony, you can lick the stamps.
I'll lick the stamps.
That's not the only thing she'll lick. Hey!
Don't miss your plane.
Hey, we can leave together, can't we?
I'm late, and you have to put your shoes on. Is Mr. Lowry back from lunch?
He's lunching with the man who's buying the Harris Street property. Teddy was furious when he found out I'd taken tranquilizers.
Any calls?
What the hell?
Teddy called
Tranquilizers?
me. Oh, your sister called to say she's going to Tucson to do some buying, and she'll be gone the whole weekend.
Hey, you girls ought to get your boss to air condition you up. And tomorrow she stands her sweet self up there and gets married away from me. 18 years old. And she never had an unhappy day in any one of those years. You know what I do about unhappiness? I buy it off.
Not inordinately.
I'm buying this house for my baby's wedding present. $40,000 cash. I never carry more than I can afford to lose. It's my private money. Now it's yours. Sometimes I can keep my mouth shut.
Alright, what a weird
Lowry,
rich man.
I'm dying of thirsteroni.
I don't even want it in the office over the weekend. Put it in the safe deposit box in the bank. And
He was flirting with you. I guess he must have noticed my wedding ring.
Why are they emphasizing that money? She's gonna get robbed, isn't she? She's gonna get shot. They're gonna get shot.
do you feel ill?
Just a headache.
Well, what you need is a weekend in Las Vegas, the playground of the world.
Aren't you going to take the pills? They'll knock that headache out.
Can't buy off unhappiness with pills.
So she just says, "Oh, I got a headache. I want to go home." There you go. Oh wait, she didn't even take it. It's sitting on her bed. She didn't even put it in the bank. What the hell's going on here? What the hell? She's thinking about taking that money and running. Is that why she's packing her suitcase or what? Or she's going away for the weekend? You're gonna get yourself into trouble here. I know, she's gonna go take it to Las Vegas, put it all on black, and try to double it. There you go.
Marion, what in the world? What are you doing up here? Of course, I'm glad to see you. I always am.
But I thought he said he was going out drinking with the other guy. Or was that the next day?
Hold it there.
I almost had an accident last night from sleepiness, so I decided to pull over.
There are plenty of motels in this area. You should have... I mean, just to be safe.
Have I broken any laws?
No, ma'am.
Then I'm free to go.
Now, just a moment. Turn your motor off, please. May I see your license?
First of all, why would you keep the money in your handbag? Why wouldn't you put the money under your seat or whatever?
Be with you in a second.
What does this police officer want again? He's a bloody stalker, isn't he?
I'm in no mood for trouble.
What?
There's an old saying, the first customer of the day is always the most trouble. But like I said, it's too nice a day to argue. I'll shoot your car in the garage here.
Must be bored. Police officer must be bored, huh?
It looks fine. How much would it be with my car?
You are in a hurry, aren't you? Somebody chasing you?
Of course not.
Your car plus $700?
700. All right. Is there a ladies' room?
In the building.
She's
there.
acting so suspicious, you know what I mean? Like, so suspicious. That's not your money, you. That ain't your money.
Don't want any bad word of mouth about California, Charlie.
I'd really rather not. Is there anything so terribly wrong about making a decision and wanting to hurry?
All right, let's go inside.
Bro, this police officer is actually pissing me off.
Hey! Just put it in here, please.
Heck, officer, that was the first time I ever saw the customer high pressure the salesman. She looked like a wrong one to you?
Acted like one. Carolyn? Marion still isn't in?
No, Mr. Lowry, but then she's always a bit late on Monday mornings.
Call her sister. No one's answering at the house.
I called her sister, Mr. Lowry, where she works.
Did see her sometime later driving. I think you'd better come over here to my office. Girl works for you for 10 years. You trust her. All right, yes, you better come over.
Well, I ain't about to kiss off $40,000.
It must be some kind of a mystery.
I like this. Oh my god. You better pull over. Bates Motel. No vacancy. Oh, vacancy. I've seen Bates Motel somewhere. Where have I seen that before? I thought this was supposed to be a scary movie. What the hell?
Gee, I'm sorry I didn't hear you in all this rain. Go ahead in, please. Dirty night.
You have a vacancy?
Oh, we have 12 vacancies. Nobody ever stops here anymore unless they've done that. Your home address? Oh, just the town will do.
Los Angeles.
Cabin 1. It's closer in case you want anything. Right next to the office.
Am I that close to Fairville?
15 miles. I'll get your bags.
Well, this guy seems harmless at the moment.
Just tap on the wall. I'll be in the office.
Thank you, Mr. Bates.
Norman Bates.
Where have I heard that name before?
You're not really going to go out again and drive up to the diner, are you?
No.
Would you have dinner with me? I was just about to myself. You know, nothing special, just sandwiches and milk, but I'd like it very much if you'd come up to the house. I don't set a fancy table, but the kitchen's awful homey.
Is this the psycho?
I'd like to.
With my trusty umbrella.
Why do I feel like he's keeping her here? Like captive almost. That's weird.
No, I tell you, no. I won't have you bringing strange young girls in for supper.
Mother, she's just a stranger. She's hungry and it's raining out.
Mother, she's just a stranger. As if men don't desire strangers. As if... Oh, I refuse to speak of disgusting things because they disgust me. You understand, boy? Huh, boy? You have the guts, boy?
Shut up! Shut up!
Wow, that mum is cruel. That mum is absolutely cruel. Poor fella.
I've caused you some trouble.
No, she isn't quite herself today.
She sounds psychotic.
I really don't have that much of
She
an
sounds like a psycho.
I wish you could apologize for other people.
Don't worry about it.
It might be nicer and warmer in the office.
No, it stopped raining.
Eating in an office is just too officious.
Bro, this is weird. This is like... Yeah, there is something off here.
Thank you.
I don't really know anything about birds. My hobby is stuffing things. You know, taxidermy. And I guess I'd just rather stuff birds because I hate the look of beasts when they're stuffed. You know, foxes and chimps.
It's a strange hobby. Curious.
Uncommon.
Don't know about this, man.
Oh, I imagine so.
The chemicals are the only thing that cost anything.
A man should have a hobby.
A hobby's supposed to pass the time, not fill it. Tend the cabins and grounds and do little errands for my mother.
Do you go out with friends?
Doesn't have
Well,
any.
a boy's best friend is his mother. You've never had an empty moment in your entire life, have you? What are you running away from?
Why do you ask that?
No. We're all in our private traps, clamped in them, and none of us can ever get out.
That's called the Matrix, mate.
I was born in mine. I don't mind it anymore.
Oh, but you should. If anyone ever talked to me the way I heard, the way she spoke to you.
I feel I'd like to go up there and curse her and leave her forever. But I know I can't. She's ill.
She sounded strong.
Mentally.
She had to raise me all by herself up till my father died. It was just too great a loss for her. She had nothing left.
Except you.
Wait.
Well, a son is a poor substitute for a lover. If you love someone, you don't do that to them even if you hate them. You understand?
He actually
I
makes a
don't
lot
hate
of
her.
sense. Makes a lot
I
of
hate what she's
sense.
become.
Wouldn't it be better if you put her someplace?
You mean an institution? A madhouse?
Uh-oh. I didn't like how he sat forward then.
People always call them
That was a
madhouse
brilliant
someplace.
representation.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound uncaring.
What do you know about caring? The cruel eyes studying you. My mother there, she's as harmless as one of those stuffed birds. They cluck their thick tongues and shake their heads and suggest oh so very delicately.
Oh, I like that dialogue then. I like that. I like that sentence.
But I hate to even think about it. She needs me. We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you?
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
What
sometimes
acting, man.
just
I
one time
felt
would be
like
enough.
he was psychotic throughout that
Thank
just
you.
then. What acting.
Thank you.
What
Norman.
freaking acting, man.
Oh, you-
This
you're not
guy's
there.
good. This
not gonna
guy
hear
is
him already.
good.
I'd like to go back and try to pull myself out of it.
Well, I'll see you in the morning. I'll bring you some breakfast, all right? Crane, that's it.
Good night.
He's not gonna let her leave, is he? There's no way he's gonna let her leave. Spying on her. What the hell? And then grab the curtain, pull the curtain down. Well, I've seen a lot of reference to this on The Simpsons and that. Like, I swear I've seen like The Simpsons copy this. Was that him? Oh, she's gone. She's dead.
Mother, oh God, Mother, blood, blood.
Guys, do you think... So at the beginning, we actually haven't seen the mum. At the beginning, I thought that was a guy dressed up as a girl, and then he said it was his mother. And then he's like, oh, she's ill, she's terribly ill. But she didn't sound ill like she was saying. Do you think it's him dressing up as his mum? Like, he's mentally ill, he's psychotic, and he's pretending to be his mum as well as this guy at the same time. And that was actually him that killed her, because it looked like his figure. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. He is a good actor, is he not? Jesus Christ. Blood on the hands. That's the episode when Maggie hits Homer in the head. Boom! That's the episode that this reminds me of. The Simpsons definitely copied this from that episode. That's a big boot, isn't it? Some may say perfect size for a dead body. So far it's not horror, it's more psychotic. Yeah, more psychotic than anything. Oh, he's gonna discover the money. You know what? This being in black and white, I didn't even take notice. Oh, he spotted it. With the 40 grand, 40 or so grand. Damn. What was that, like a tar lake, is it?
So far, of those I've used, I haven't had much luck with any of them. I suppose this one seems to claim on better qualities than lots of the others.
Sam?
Sam? Lady wants to see you.
Yes, miss?
I'm Marion's sister.
Sure, Lila.
Is Marion here? She left home on Friday. I was in Tucson over the weekend, and I haven't heard from her since.
Run out and get yourself some lunch, will you?
That's okay, Sam. I brought it with me.
What plane could we be in together?
Sorry about the tears.
Let's all talk about Marion, shall we? My name is Arbogast, friend. I'm a private investigator. Your girlfriend stole $40,000.
What are you talking about? What is this?
And no one has seen her since.
Someone has seen her.
Did you check in Phoenix? Hospitals? Maybe she had an accident. Or a holdup. Can't believe it. Can you?
Well, she's not back there with the nuts and bolts, but she's here in this town somewhere.
Nah, you're wrong, mate.
I'll be seeing you.
You're definitely wrong, buddy. Sorry. Your head's too far up your ass.
Good evening.
Evening.
I almost drove right past. Last 2 days, I've been to so many motels, my eyes are bleary with neon, but you know, this is the first place that looks like it's hiding from the world.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't really forget to turn the sign on. I always change the beds here once a week, whether they've been used or not. Hate the smell of dampness, don't you? What was it you wanted to ask?
Well, you see, I'm looking for a missing person. It's a private matter. The family wants to forgive her. She's not in any trouble. We have reason to believe that she came along this way, may have stopped in the area. Did she stop here? Look at the picture, please. Sure?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't even much bother with guest
Wait until he
registering
finds
anymore.
out
You
that
know,
she
one
had
by one, you drop the
$40,000.
formalities. I
Wait until
shouldn't
he
even
finds
bother
out.
changing the sheets, but old habits die hard.
You said that nobody had been here for a couple of weeks, and there's a couple came by and they didn't know that you were open.
Yeah.
Registered under another name. Do you mind if I look at your book?
No.
Thank you.
There's nobody.
I have a sample of her. Here we are. Marie Samuels. That's an interesting address. Marion Samuels. Her boyfriend's name is Sam. Mm-hmm. You want to check the picture again?
Look, I wasn't lying to you, mister.
Oh, I know that. I know you wouldn't lie.
Well, it was raining, and her hair was all wet. Went straight to sleep and left early the next morning.
Well, how early?
The next morning, Sunday.
I see. Did you spend the night with her?
No.
How would you know that she didn't make any phone calls?
Well, she was very tired, and see, now I'm starting to remember it. I'm making a mental picture of it in my mind.
Jesus
you can make a mental
Christ.
picturization of. And she said she had to go to sleep early because she had a long drive.
How did she pay you? Cash, check?
Cash.
Cash, huh?
Well, Mr. Arbogast, I guess that's about it. I got some work to do if you don't mind.
It's not coming together. Something's missing.
People just come and go, you know.
That's right. She isn't
Oh,
still here,
bro,
is she?
this is crazy.
No.
Like, he's...
I wanted
he's-
to,
Listen, if you don't believe me, come on with me. You can help me change beds, okay?
Okay. Oh. No, thanks.
Change your mind?
Is anyone at home?
No.
Oh, there's somebody sitting up in the window.
But that must be my mother. She's an invalid.
Now, if this girl, Marion Crane, were here, you wouldn't be hiding her, would you?
No.
She wanted you to gallantly protect her. You'd know that you were being used, that you wouldn't be made a fool of, would you?
But I'm not a fool.
Oh, man, my heart's
I'm not capable
pounding.
of being fooled. Not even
My
by a
heart's
woman.
pounding.
Well, this is not a slur on your manhood. I'm sorry.
Let's put it this way. She might have fooled me, but she didn't fool my mother. I think I've talked to you all I want to.
Yes, but
so,
just for...
I think it'd be much better if you left now. Thanks.
You sure would save me a lot of legwork if you let me talk to her. Would I need a warrant for that, too?
Sure.
Oh, man. I can breathe. Bloody hell. I thought he was going to get him. I thought he was going to stab him. I thought he was going to attack him right there in one of the rooms. Surely he's not dumb. He knows. Surely he's going to call it in.
Oh, hello, Loomis. This is Arbogast. Is Lila there? Good, let me talk to her, please. Yeah, she spent last Saturday night at the Bates Motel. It's right out here on the old highway. Well, this young fellow that runs the place said that she just spent the night. Well, I did question him, believe me, but I think I got all there was to get. This boy had a sick old mother. I think she saw Marion and talked to her. I think our friend, Sam Loomis, didn't know that Marion was here. All right, see you in about an hour, or less. All right, bye-bye.
He's going back. I like the footsteps. Does this motel actually exist?
Bates?
Oh, chills up my spine. Chills up my spine. Nah, I wouldn't go in there, man. Stuff that. He told you not to go in there. Climax is coming very soon. Bro, I am shaking. What the hell? That mum is psychotic.
Sometimes
That
Saturday
mum
night had a
is
lovely
psychotic.
sound.
Oh
been
my
3.
god.
Well, are we just going to sit here and wait?
He'll be back.
Oh my god, bro.
How far is the old highway?
You want to go out there, don't you?
Patience doesn't run in my family, Sam. I'm going out there.
Arbogast
An
said.
hour or less. Why can't I go with you?
I don't know. One of us has to be here in case he's on the way. Stay here. Arbogast! Arbogast! No Arbogast, no Bates. Only the old lady at home. Maybe he got some definite lead. Maybe he went right on.
Without calling me?
Let's go see Al Chambers,
Who's he?
our deputy sheriff around here.
All right, let me get my coat.
This is Lila Crane from Phoenix.
How do you do?
She's been here searching for her sister, saying that he traced her to that motel out on the old highway.
That must be the Bates Motel.
He traced her there and called us to say he was going to question Mrs. Bates.
Norman took a wife?
Well, he said that Marion was there and for one night, and then she left.
Well, I think there's something wrong too, miss, but not the same thing.
Florrie, the sheriff wants you to connect him with the Bates Motel.
Well, this one wouldn't be a customer anyway. He's a private detective. Name of...
Arbogast.
This detective was there. Norman told him about the girl.
And he didn't come back? He didn't see the mother?
Norman Bates's mother has been dead and buried in Green Lawn Cemetery for the past 10 years.
I helped Norman pick out the dress she was buried in. Periwinkle blue.
So it is him. His mum is dead. So it's him dressing up as his mother. Jesus Christ, that is psychotic.
Norman found them dead together. In bed.
You mean that old woman I saw sitting in the window out there wasn't Bates' mother?
Now, wait a minute, Sam. You want to tell me you saw Norman Bates's mother?
But it had to be.
Well, if the woman up there is Mrs. Bates, who's that woman buried out in Green Lawn Cemetery?
There you go. Oh, we're about to find out, I think.
Now, Mother, I'm gonna bring something up.
No.
No, I will not hide in the fruit cellar.
Doesn't even sound like
You
a
think I'm
person.
fruity, huh?
They'll come now, Mother. He came after the girl, and now someone will come after him.
You hit me there once, boy, and you won't do it again. Not ever again. Now get out. What do you think you're doing? Don't you touch me. Don't. Norman, put me down. Put me down. I can walk on my own.
That doesn't even look like a real...
Morning. Good morning.
Bro, like, that doesn't
Well,
even...
if you didn't mind, we'd drive out to that motel with you.
Saw the register myself. Saw the whole place, as a matter of fact. That boy's alone there.
No mother.
You want to come around to my office this afternoon and report a missing person and a theft? That's what you want to do.
Down.
Maybe I am the seeing illusions type.
No, you're not. I still won't feel satisfied until I go out there.
Neither will I. Come on.
And then we're going to search every inch of the place, inside and out.
Oh, here we go. This is the climax, ladies and gentlemen. Bloody climax.
I wonder where Norman Bates does his hermiting.
Someone's at that window. I just saw the curtain move.
Just coming up the ring for you.
Uh-huh. Suppose you want a room?
We don't like the look of that sky. Looks like a bad day coming, doesn't it?
Okay. I'll take you to cabin 10.
Better sign in first, hadn't we?
No, that's not necessary.
I better sign in and get a receipt.
Thank you. I'll get your bags.
Haven't any. Check in any other place in this country without bags and you have to pay in advance.
$10.
That receipt.
I'll go on ahead.
Well, don't bother yourself. We'll find it. Do you think if something happened, it'd happen there?
I don't know. But if you had a useless business like this motel, what would you need to get out, to get a new business somewhere else?
Sorry guys if I'm not talking that
$40,000?
much.
Well,
I'm
if he
really
opens a
trying to
motel
think
on the new
hard
highway,
here.
say it.
There must be some proof that exists now. Arbogast. He liked me, Sam. I could tell the last time I talked to him on the phone. And he was stopped. So he must have found out something.
If he sees us, we're just taking the air.
They're gonna get themselves in trouble here. They're gonna get themselves killed. I just know it, man. They're gonna get themselves bloody killed.
Bates.
He's there spying through the wall.
Ain't no shower, Craig.
Sam, look.
What is it?
Added to or subtracted from 40,000. That proves Marion was here. Doesn't that prove that he found out about the money?
We simply ask him where he's hidden it.
No. But that old woman, whoever she is, she told Arbogast something. Well, let's find him. One of us can keep him occupied while the other gets to the old woman.
I don't like you going to that house alone.
I can handle a sick old woman.
Can you? That's the question. Can you?
You get anything out of the mother? Can you find your way back to town?
Like I was saying, man, this is more like not gruesome, or more of a psychological.
Just thought I'd look you up and talk.
Good. You satisfied with your cabin?
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, bloody goosebumps, bro. Please don't go in there. There's a psycho woman in there. You better learn how to fight for yourself.
I thought it was the people who were alone most of the time who did all the talking when they got the chance. Here you are doing all the listening.
I think that would be a rather extreme reaction, don't you?
Just an expression.
Mrs. Bates?
She's been taken downstairs, hasn't she? The hell?
I think if you saw a chance to get out from under, you'd unload this place.
This place? I grew up in that house up there. I had a very happy childhood.
Yeah, it looks like he still sleeps here. In the kid bed. Bro, this is so off right now. This is so off.
Have I been saying something frightening?
I don't know what you've been saying.
I've been talking about your mother. A lot of it. $40,000. I bet your mother knows where the money is and what you did to get it.
Where's that girl you came here with? Where is she?
Oh, she's gonna hide down in the wine cellars. Make her run for the door. Don't go down there. Oh my god, she's going down there. She's gone. She's gonna get absolutely slaughtered by the mum. Yep, you're gone. She's gone.
Mrs. Bates.
See, so it was him. So it was him. Oh my gosh, so I was right. Jesus Christ. There you go.
Well, if anyone gets any answers, it'll be the psychiatrist. Even I couldn't get to Norman.
That was worth it. That was bloody worth it.
I got the whole story, but not from Norman. I got it from his mother.
Did he kill my sister?
Yes. And no. Psychiatrist doesn't lay the groundwork. He merely tries to explain it. The private investigator, too. If you drag that swamp somewhere in the vicinity of the motel, you'll... have you any unsolved missing persons cases on your books? Yes. Young girls? Did he confess to... Like I said, the mother. To the time when Norman murdered his mother and her lover. Now, he was already dangerously disturbed. Had been ever since his father died. And for years, the two of them lived as if there was no one else in the world. Then, she met a man.
Wow.
And it seemed to Norman that she threw him over for this man.
Wow.
Now, that pushed him over the line, and he killed them both.
Wow. Wow.
Most unbearable to the son who commits it.
By creating this second persona.
He stole her corpse. A weighted coffin was buried.
Damn.
He hid the body in the fruit cellar.
That's awesome.
Even treated it to keep it as well as it would keep.
The way they've done this movie is just incredible.
She was
isn't it?
there. At times, he could be both personalities, carry on conversations.
This is a real illness, by the
times,
way. It's a real
the mother
illness.
took over completely. He was never all Norman, but he was often only Mother. When he met your sister, he was touched by her, aroused by her. He wanted her. Covered up all traces of the crime he was convinced his mother had committed.
Why was he dressed like that?
He's a transvestite. He was simply doing everything possible to keep alive the illusion of his mother being alive. He'd walk about the house, sit in her chair, speak in her voice.
Wow.
He tried to be his mother. And
this is well written.
now he is.
Well written.
Now that's what I meant when I said I got the story from the mother.
And the $40,000? Who got that?
The swamp.
He feels a little chill. Can I bring him this blanket?
Sure.
It's sad when a mother has to speak the words that condemn her own son. Let them see what kind of a person I am. I'm not even going to swat that fly. I hope they are watching. Why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Wow. Wow. Talk about psychotic. Wow. Guys, honestly, what a bloody movie that was. Wasn't nothing gruesome about it. It was just all psychotic. And that just, like, that just reminds me of a lot of things that you see where people have turned psycho and another personality has taken over. Like, those illnesses do exist. What's that illness called? There was one where a murderer had it. What's his That's it. It's called DID. A DID. Yeah, DID disorder. It's basically like a multiple personality disorder, yeah. Or MPD, DID, whatever you want to call it, guys. It's just, like I say, identity disorder, yeah. It's something that a lot of people don't really pay attention to, and it's an illness where people in psychiatric wards, they actually suffer from this a lot. People that take a lot of drugs, people that have had past traumatic stresses, and you know, where sometimes people will say, oh, that person or that person has a split personality, or that person's like a different person, when some days and then another day is a completely opposite person, yeah. That's because they have this, yeah, and it's undiagnosed, and it's a very common thing. But some people know how to control their urges, control that split personality, yeah. That people know how to control it, and I think that majority of people have that, yeah. Majority of people have that, but we know how to contain the personality, yeah. And it's crazy seeing this in the form of a movie where I actually predicted it. Yeah, I know I actually predicted it. I predicted what was going to happen, yeah. But also, it's crazy to see this in a form of a movie and being told in a story form like this. It's absolutely sensational, because in the 60s, minds weren't thinking like this. And for you to have a mind like this, to write a story like this where it has significance with not just mental health, but also a future for film, a future for horror films when it comes to mental. I think this must have launched that sort of thing. Because thinking about the 60s, I don't think there would have been anything like this. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know in the comments. And for it to be black and white and not faze me at all, like a lot of people get fazed that, oh, black and white, I can't stand it. I did not get fazed at all. For me, this was sensational. And that's why I am giving this a 10 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. And the film, for me, is the acting The acting by the guy who played Norman was like second to none. That at the end there, that focus when the camera was just focusing on him and he was hearing his thoughts out loud and we could hear it as well through his mother. And then his eyes just told 1,000 stories as well. Just imagine what that kid went through, what he suffered through because of that woman. And like I said, that's what post-traumatic stress will do to some people. Poor person, poor guy trapped in that body. That sucked, man. That sucked. I thought it was weird because it's like, I was seeing at the beginning, I saw a person dressed up. And I was like, well, that looks like a man silhouette dressed up as a woman. And then the way he was running too, the way she was running throughout the building, throughout the house, I was like, nah, that's way too quick for a lady that's very sick. Way too quick. And like the ferociousness with the stabbing and everything like that, nah, that must have been him. And yeah, like I said, guys, just for me, just sensational. And I wonder what happened with that 40 grand at the end. I wonder what happened if that 40 grand is still intact. That's interesting. Do you guys reckon that would have survived, that 40 grand, or do you think that would have been destroyed being in that little lake? Let me know, guys. Let me know about that. There you go. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Let me know down below. The sound effects as well. Don't get me started. The sound effects was sensational. Perfect for that movie. Not over the top, just perfect. Absolutely perfect. And how they're able to have those shots as well of focus when they're trying to emphasize a certain scene as well. Like that shot where he'd either be standing at the door looking or smiling once someone left the room. You can see that second personality was taken over. Now that you look at it. But at the time, I was like, oh, that's a bit weird, like laughing like that. But now you look back and you're like, wow, it all makes sense. It all makes perfect sense. So guys, there you go. For me, 10 out of 10. Sensational movie. Absolutely sensational movie. Drop a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it with me, as well as hitting that subscription button now. If you want to go check this out in full, it's over on Patreon, guys. You get content daily over on Patreon. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. And it's the best way to support us as well, guys, is over on Patreon. Alright, guys, take it easy, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye-bye.